Ladies and gentlemen, I stand before you tonight to share a simple yet powerful truth. Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, the mind can achieve. This is not just a clever saying, it is a fundamental law of success. No matter how many times you may have failed in the past or how lofty your aims and hopes may be, know that within you lies the seed of triumph. Your mind is the one thing over which you have absolute control. And by learning to direct it toward your desires, you can literally create the life you dream of. I learned this truth as a young man when I was fortunate enough to meet the great steel magnate Andrew Carnegie. At that time, I was full of doubts. I had little education, no money to speak of, and I wondered if I was the right person to embark on a study of success. Mr. Carnegie listened patiently. Then he looked at me keenly and said, "Let me call your attention to a great power which is under your control. The power which is greater than poverty, greater than lack of education, greater than all of your fears and superstitions combined. It is the power to take possession of your own mind and direct it to whatever ends you desire." Those words hit me like a bolt of lightning. "This profound power," Mr. Carnegie continued, "is the gift of the Creator. And it must have been considered the greatest of all his gifts, because it is the only thing over which you have complete and unchallengeable right of control." I realized in that moment that my thoughts were my most potent assets. When I spoke of my limitations, Carnegie gently admonished me. "When you speak of your poverty or lack of education," he said, "you are simply directing your mind power to attract these undesirable conditions. Whatever your mind feeds upon, your mind attracts to you. In other words, if I focused on my weaknesses, I would draw in more weakness. But if I focused on my goals, I would attract the means to achieve them." Barnes did not become Edison's partner on that first day. Far from it, Mr. Edison gave him a simple job, sweeping floors. Barnes accepted even the most menial work gladly, because it provided him an opportunity to take even one step toward his cherished goal. He didn't say to himself, well, I guess I'll settle for being just an employee. No, he whispered to himself, "I came here to go into business with Edison, and I'll accomplish this end if it takes the remainder of my life." That is the kind of dogged determination that eventually leads to success. For 5 years, Barnes worked and watched and waited. During all those years, not once did he see a clear opening to fulfill his dream. There was no encouragement, no sign from Edison that partnership was even possible. To everyone around him, he was just another cog in Edison's business, an ordinary clerk. But in his own mind, he was Edison's partner every minute of that time. He never let go of the mental image of himself as a successful associate of Thomas Edison. That vision, backed by his burning desire, kept him motivated through day after day of ordinary work. And then one day, opportunity came. But it came disguised, as opportunities often do. Edison had just invented a new device, a dictating machine, and his regular salesmen weren't very enthusiastic about it. They believed it would be difficult to sell. But Barnes saw his chance. He believed he could sell the Edison dictating machine when no one else would. He volunteered and promptly got the assignment, and he succeeded. He sold those machines so effectively that Edison finally agreed to partner with him to market the device all over the nation. In the end, Barnes became exactly what he had envisioned, the partner of the great Edison. He literally turned his dream into reality. People who knew Barnes later on often spoke of his good luck, but Barnes's luck was of his own making. He succeeded because he chose a definite goal, put all his energy, willpower, and effort behind it, and refused to back down. He literally thought himself into a partnership with Edison. Remember, when he started out, he had no money, little education, and zero influential contacts. By all logic, he should have been shown the door. But what he did have was the capacity to know what he wanted and the determination to stand by that desire until it became a reality. With those intangible forces, desire, vision, persistence, and faith, he made himself indispensable to one of the greatest inventors of the age. Ask yourself now, do you have such a definiteness of purpose? Is there a goal, a calling, an aspiration that truly ignites your soul? If so, seize it, define it clearly, write it down, make it a part of you. If not, take some time to reflect, because the starting point of all achievement is desire. You must want something, and want it so badly that it becomes a burning obsession. It might be a career ambition, a creative pursuit, a personal milestone. It doesn't matter, so long as it is your vision and it lights a fire inside you. Once you have that, resolve that you will never let it go until you see it made real. As a wise proverb tells us, where there's a will, there's a way. When your will, your desire, is strong enough, you will find that way. But desire alone is not enough. Your desire must be supported by faith, faith in yourself and in your ability to achieve your goal. Belief is the soil in which desire grows into reality. Edwin Barnes would never have persisted through 5 years of obscurity if he did not truly believe he could achieve what he set out to do. That belief was what sustained his burning desire when others might have given up. How can you cultivate such faith in yourself? One method is through the principle of autosuggestion. In plain terms, by consciously feeding your mind positive thoughts and unwavering affirmations of your goal. Our minds respond to repetition. By repeatedly telling yourself that you will succeed, by visualizing yourself already successful, you condition your subconscious mind to support your purpose. When you consistently plant empowering thoughts and mental pictures, over time you begin to believe them. And once you believe, truly believe, that you can succeed, your mind will find a way to make it so. This is not mysticism, it is psychology, the science of the mind. We are all truly the sum of our dominating thoughts. Every person is what he is because of the dominating thoughts which he permits to occupy his mind. If we allow fear and doubt to dominate, they will erode our potential. If we foster thoughts of courage and faith, we will begin to act with courage and faith. It's as simple and profound as that. Be very careful then what thoughts you allow to reside in your mind, especially in times of challenge or uncertainty. The subconscious mind will translate into reality a thought driven by fear, just as readily as it will translate a thought driven by courage or faith. Your mind does not discriminate. It will return to you whatever you plant in it. So be vigilant. Do not let negative thoughts, the doubts or ridicule of others, or any form of pessimism take root in your garden of mind. Crowd them out with positive, expectant thoughts. You might even begin each day with an affirmation. I believe in myself. I have the ability to accomplish my goal. I will persist until it is achieved. Such self-suggestions, repeated earnestly, will steadily build up your confidence and your inner conviction. As we conclude, I want you to carry this truth with you always. Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. Think richly, act bravely, and you will live abundantly. Your future is not a matter of chance. It is a matter of choice. Go now and build the life you were born to live.